In this video, I want to talk about how to get British citizenship as fast as possible. Now, the bad news is there is no fastest way of getting British citizenship, and the minimum time you might end up spending in the UK is 5 years before you could qualify for British citizenship. Now, if you are prepared to spend 5 years in the UK because you want British passport, then let me share a few options with you now. Now let's start with the quickest possible way of getting British citizenship, right? The number one is if you are getting married with a British citizen, or if you're to be a partner of a spouse of a person who is settled in the UK, then you will get ILR, which is settlement permanent residency, in 5 years time. As soon as you get ILR, and if you are a spouse of a British citizen, then straight away after you get ILR, which is permanent residency, you can then qualify for naturalization, which is British citizenship. Hope that makes sense. So, in nutshell, before even you qualify or before you even try to apply for British citizenship, you have to have permanent residency. You cannot apply to naturalize as a British citizen if you do not have permanent residency status in the UK. So step number one is to get permanent residency, settlement, PR. That's what you need first. Now, the reason I picked up the route of spousal route, because you don't need to spend another year as a PR before you can apply for citizenship. That's the only one route. It's an exception. Now, for any other immigration route in the UK, if you are getting permanent residency, to qualify for British citizenship, you have to have minimum 1 year of period of immigration control free period, right? What it means, you have to have ILR, permanent residency, settlement, which is free from immigration control for 1 year before you apply for British citizenship. Does that make sense? If not, let me repeat one more time. Before you apply for British citizenship, you must have to have spent at least 1 year in the UK immigration control free. That means as a PR, permanent residency, or also known as settlement or ILR, which is indefinitely to remain. In total, you should have spent minimum 5 years in the UK to qualify for British citizenship. Now, the only exception of this 1 year of immigration control free period is being a spouse of a British citizen. And this is why I mentioned this is the quickest way of getting British citizenship. That's number one. Number two, the other way. So I think before you try and think of getting British citizenship, you need to, of course, satisfy the requirement of being permanent resident in the UK, right? So now the next question you might have, the follow-up question you might have to me today is, how do you get a PR quickly, right? Permanent residency quickly. So as soon as you get PR, then of course you start clocking in your 1 year of immigration control free period, right? Unless you are a spouse of a British citizen. So one route which of course quickly come into my head is global talent visa. If you get a global talent visa, and if you are under a talent category, then you can qualify for settlement, which is permanent residency, in just 3 years time. Then after that, you spend 2 more years. So that would be immigration control free in the UK. After 5 years, you can then apply for British citizenship. So that's one. How else do you get quicker ILR, permanent residency? Investor route. So if you invest, let's say £5 million in the UK through investor route, you qualify for settlement quickly, 3 years time. 10 million investment, you get ILR in 2 years time. High-end investment, but you get quick settlement. Quick settlement lead to quick citizenship. The other route are same, more or less same. You get ILR in 5 years time. After 5 years of ILR, you spend another year immigration control free. Then you qualify for British citizenship. The most important point you need to bear in mind, and you should be prepared if you are traveling from overseas, you are very successful in your career, in your life, and you said, look, I want to move, I want British passport. then you must bear in mind, you must be prepared to stay in the UK up to 9 months in a year. right? Why do I say that? So there are two set of requirements and it's quite separate and different. So when you qualify for most of the category in UK, immigration category in the UK, get you settlement, let's say in 5 years time. Let's say you are on work permit, which is known as skilled worker route visa, or let's say global talent visa, or even investor visa. You should spend minimum 180 days in the UK per year, every year minimum 180 days in the UK to qualify for settlement, which is permanent residency. So if you look at this, it's like half of the time here, half of the time outside, it's fine. And you qualify for permanent residency. So okay, that's pretty cool. You know, I can manage that. You can stay half of the time here, half of the time overseas. You know, you can deal with your overseas businesses. If you have any overseas commitments, you can do that. So you will get settlement in 5 years time or 3 years time. Let's say if it's global talent visa, fast track route. But then at the time of citizenship, this might not be helpful to you. And you will say, why? The reason why is to qualify for citizenship, the absences requirement is more strict with compared to settlement route, permanent residency route. So for British citizenship, the requirement is you should not be outside the UK more than 90 days average per year in 5 years time, right? So 90 days is about 3 months. So the Home Office, the UK government expect you to spend up to 9 months average in the UK average for 5 years before you qualify for and apply for British citizenship. So about in total 450 days of absences is fine in total. In the last year, in the previous year, before you apply for citizenship, you should not be outside the UK more than 90 days, right? So that's the absences criteria. I hope that makes sense. So before you decide to move to the UK with a view of getting British passport, I would suggest if you want quick British passport or British citizenship, bear in mind you should think about staying in the UK up to 9 months a year rather than just 6 months towards settlement. If you don't, then you will get settlement, which is permanent residency, which is also good immigration status. You know, indefinite leave to remain settlement, permanent residency. It gives you time to spend in the UK for indefinite period. You can pretty much do any job. You can run businesses. You can enjoy your family life in the UK. Even you would qualify for benefits, you know, the British government offers. So yeah, that's good. The only downside is, you know, you need to enter the UK at least once every 2 years, and you should maintain the UK as your home. And as long as you maintain this visit at least once every 2 years, you would continue with your permanent residency. British passport is British passport, you know, it doesn't expire, it doesn't go away. Well, ILR, permanent residency, can go away if you don't enter the UK at least once every 2 years. And of course, you would not have British passport. That's another drawback. If you want that freedom of travel all around the world, then go for British citizenship. So in this video, what I've covered is there is no easy way of get British citizenship. You can't just pay for the passport as, you know, you could pay for passport. You can buy passports for some European countries. You just buy some properties, you get passport. For an example, Cyprus. You know, you invest about 2.5 million euro and you get the Cypriot passport straight away. There are other countries, they also sell passports. Portuguese citizens I've heard of. I'm not specialist, bear in mind, about EU immigration, but I'm specialized, you know, our firm is specialized in just UK immigration, and we do deal with any sort of complex, easy to complex UK immigration matter. We can always discuss the various visa categories. And this is all about citizenship, so let's focus that. To qualify for, so you need settlement before citizenship, British citizenship. Now, settlement, we talked about few routes. If you are moving from abroad, the few routes I want you to consider is sole representative visa. If you are not a majority shareholder but senior member of staff, you want to expand your business to the UK as a branch office, consider sole representative visa. If you need more information on this visa category, search on YouTube a video called Sole Representative Visa AY&J Solicitors. You will find a video with 1 hour of wealth of information, all FAQs, everything you need to know about sole representative visa is there in my YouTube channel. The other route you may want to consider is global talent visa, only if you qualify for it. If you find any employer who is happy to sponsor you or give you a job in the UK, skilled worker visa is the great and the best option. It's very easy. straightforward route of getting into the UK if you find an employer. There is one more category, was an entrepreneur visa with a view of investing £200,000. I want to explore this topic in a different video, but please watch out for that video on my YouTube channel. It's something very new from January 2021, and I've thought of very well that it comes across to me like a tier 1 entrepreneur visa has come back. Now you will say how? Please watch that next video of mine on YouTube channel. It might be released after a week or so from this video release. If you guys need any further advice, information around UK immigration, feel free to reach out. The last thing I want you to guys, just subscribe to my channel. And the reason I want you to subscribe is the more subscribers we get, more reach out we'll have, and the more people will be benefited with the wealth of information I'm sharing on this YouTube channel for free, right? Is for the benefit of the wider audience all around the world. Post-Brexit, post-pandemic, the UK is the destination, attracting, I would say, inward investment, attracting the global talent to the UK. So let me spread this, my experience, expertise and knowledge of 10 years for free. So please do subscribe to my channel. It will give us a more reach out. I'm sure it will help more people likewise yourself. If you have any question, please put a comment. So, I'll prepare a video based on that. There is so much information, so much knowledge here I just want to give out for free. And if you are watching and listening on YouTube, it's free, right? And I'll put as much as information as I can. So put your nice questions. If it's a good question, I can quickly shoot a video and put it on YouTube. So I'm happy to do that. So like, subscribe and put a comment, share this video with your family, friends, or someone you know might be benefited with this video. Happy to help. Thank you so much for being here with me today. All the very best.